Hello, guys, welcome to a new episode of the Red Wall podcast. Episode called Phones. They are smart, you are not. What is it about? Before we start, I would like to say thank you to all the people that are listening to the podcast, to all the people that are watching the reel on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Well, actually, on Instagram, it's not that popular, so let's go back to TikTok. Thank you to all UK community and US, but from Germany. A lot of you are from Germany. So I have a note here. I would like to say, Danke, das du da bist, which means thank you for being there. Because I was checking some numbers, some results, and Germany is the number 3 country of the Red Bull podcast. So thank you very much, guys. So once that this has been said, we can start. Jingo! Phones. They are smart, you are not. What is about? I'll tell you straight away. This episode is called like that because even though at the beginning of this podcast, when we and Mike we started, we had the episode called "We Are Living the Future" and we didn't realize it yet. That was an episode when me and Mike were like thinking about how was the life 20 or 30 years ago, and how things like, for instance, phones, which is on the end of the episode was on the top 3. It changed the game. It really changed everything. For instance, you wanna get a flight, you do everything with your phone, you got your boarding pass. It's not only about call, messages, social media, you name it, it's there. It's an incredible tool. I mean, there is nothing to say about it, but I think it's better now step back 1 second and do a little bit of twist, a kind of upside down. So this is a kind of episode that in the next 10 minutes, I would like to, come up with my concerns. So if you have kids, or if you're like grandma or old parent, I think that this is a great episode for you because it's gonna give you some different vibes of phones. It's gonna give you a different point of view of phones, and I'm gonna tell you why. Why, to me, phones are the cancer of the new generation. Nowadays, that's how it is. First of all, let me say that we are overusing the phones for too many times per day. You go everywhere, even me, you got everyone with phones on their hands. Fine. So according to a Daily Mail article, everyone is using the phone between 4 and 5 hours every single day. Apparently, boys use less phone than girls, like maybe half an hour less, probably because maybe because girls, I don't know, women's they are looking for like recipe stuff, cooking things, so that's why probably they go a little bit higher than us. Fair enough. But anyway, comparing UK and some other country in Europe, like for instance, we use phones on average 20 minutes more than Germany, or even 10 minutes more than France. So this is like our app, beam, 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 beam. The app that we use the most, of course, all of them are social media. Roughly, I can tell you that Twitter is like on the bottom one, Twitter/X, which is not even 10 minutes on average per day. And then we got Snapchat as well, 10 minutes. I think Snapchat is dying right now. Then we got Facebook and Instagram, more or less between half an hour, 40 minutes per day. YouTube with the 55 minutes, a lot of things to watch on YouTube. And then TikTok with almost 70 minutes per day on average. TikTok is like the one. Everyone has it. Everyone is having fun with TikTok. We are using it. We are having fun. Fine. But you want to use your phone, just stay at home. You know what I really stress out sometimes, not sometimes, like 3 times a week I go to the gym, right? I hate when I go to the gym and I see people sitting doing nothing, not even workout, but just sitting there, being on social media or phones, just watching video. I don't know what they're doing it, but I'm like, come on. Because you know what? I'm that kind of person that I put the timer on. Usually I use my watch, right? So I'm like, working out, recovery, working out, recovery, working out, recovery. That's it. In 7, maybe 8 minutes, I am done. Because I'm always around my recovery is usually like between 1 minute, 1 minute, a minute and a half. Yeah, that's my recovery. So in 8 minutes, I go to the next one. Fine, because it can be done. Maybe someone can say, oh, well, you know what? Usually it takes more than that, maybe 10 minutes. Fine. So let's go for 10 minutes. And then I go to the next one and I see people sitting there still play with the phones. I mean, they are not even finished the session, they're just there. I'm like, why? And sometimes you have to just, knock the door like, hello, how many you got left? I mean, why should I ask you how many you got left? Why are you sitting there if you're not doing any workout? This is something that drives me crazy all the time that I go to the gym. I don't understand. I'm a gym lover. I go to the gym 3 times a week, and I usually spend on average like 2 hours-ish because I do a lot of workout too. I don't understand why people are there like for 2 or 3 hours just doing nothing. Even though I love going to the gym, it doesn't mean that I want to spend 3 hours there. I want to do everything as much I can in the less time possible. Because, I got a lot of things to do as well. So just stay at home. Or as well, even if I'm not going to the gym or I go, I don't know, to the mall, to the shopping center, I see now all the sales assistant on the phones 24/7. Sometimes they are not even like see you walking into the shop. I see that some standards are not that great like maybe they used to. And even you have to catch the attention even there. This overuse of the phone is for real the cancer of the new generation. So just because I was kind of preparing myself for this episode, I was like, okay, that's the topic of the episode, but I want to provide even an answer, a solution. What the solution will it be? If I have the chance to, change something, what will I do? I'll do some screen time update for all the phones, for Apple, Android, all the other brands, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, 4 hours only screen time. It doesn't look that crazy. So you got 4 hours to spend on your social media. Once you are done, you can use the phone only for calling and send messages. That's all. You cannot use social media anymore for the 4 hours. If you really want to go deep and play more, get a second phone. People can come to me, about I'm a TikToker, I'm an influencer, so I need the phone like 8 hours per day because that's my work. I do that for living. Fine, get you phones. So you can do 4 hours and 4 hours, so it's 8 hours. I think this is like a best deal ever. If we want to save the planet, because we are talking about save the planet, save the new generation, save our kids, do some screen time updates. Because otherwise, I don't know where we will go in the next maybe 5 or 10 years. And then another thing that is like a little bit concerning, just because before I was talking about gym. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one because sometimes I go from 1 to 100. I have a personal case for the gym. So basically, every time that I go to the gym, I got a specific case that I put on my phone for the gym because usually when I go to the gym, I leave my phone on the floor or I leave it in there and there and there. So basically, I consider my phone dirty. So once I finish the gym, I go back, I change my case and I put a different one. So I got my gym case. Why I'm saying that? Because bacteria. Studies indicate that personal phones can bring more bacteria than toilet seat. More bacteria than toilet seat. So I'm like, wow. And I'm like, just because I was complaining about, people like, always on the phone, don't approaching you, think about, You go to the restaurant, right? There is nothing to do. The restaurant is like empty. Maybe just like after rush hour. There is no table. Waiter, they want to just, spend some time on the phones. They have nothing to do. Fine. Or even when you go to the coffee shop and you see them behind the bar playing with the phones, they have nothing to do. I totally agree. Go for it. But then you take my order and then you make my drink. You didn't even wash your hand. And then you move from your phone to the cup and then you give me the cup. And I'm like, but did you wash your hands? And they goes like, yes. Yeah, but you touched your phone. When was last time that you washed your phone? When was the last time that guys we wash our phone? I mean, even like sanitizing or something. We don't do that, which is kind of funny because 5 years ago we got COVID. 5 years later, we're like, we don't care. I mean, no, there's something that has to change as well because we are overusing the phone too much. So this was just a little though. I don't want to go that deep because I don't have the knowledge to do that, but I just want to, share some thought about it, even like the bacteria aspect of the phones. But there is something that it drives me crazy. I was talking last night to my friends about my concern, and she was like, "Oh my God, Dario, you're right." Yes, because I was going to many like great website, newspaper website, and we were like facing something like, listen up. You go to any website right now, or if you don't go to any website, sometimes you might, I don't know, download some games, because now all the games now they are for free, right? And then once you download the game and you want to play, or even as I was saying before, you want to go to some website, you have to accept the term and condition of the website or the game in order to play. If you check what is going on in there, you will be like, oh, the sentence is, we need your permission to use your data and provide you a personalized experience. And then you scroll down and you see like the third part, which is like 900,000 thousands of websites that are taking your data and you don't know even why. So I don't know if I'm gonna get canceled after this episode because probably I'm saying something a little bit big time. So I'm gonna tell you now. So for every time that we allow this third part to take our data, what they actually take, I'm gonna just name something. I got some notes in here. So they are able to get your location, so they know where you are. They get your contact info, which is your full name, email, and your phone number. I want to just open a little door right now. Right now, we got a lot of scams about job opportunities, people that are offering jobs on email, messages. Closing the door now. So go back to what they steal. Search history, browsing history. So you allow them this third part and they can see what you were looking for on Google because they have to personalize your experience with them. And then all this health and fitness data, many things that they steal from you because they are stealing it because you don't know exactly what they're doing, so you just approve them. Boom. This is why now I don't understand why there is a lot of promotion of these games wherever we go, even on YouTube. And even YouTube, like all these ads or advertisement like over and over and over again. Sometimes like I hate the product that you're promoting because I saw already like 500 times today. So just stop it. YouTube was a better place without all these ads before, but of course they get money for it. So I do understand. It's fine. But you know what is funny? I was having some issue a couple of weeks ago because I had a voucher and I wanted to use this voucher to buy a ticket for my flight. So I had some issue and I wanted to contact the customer service, and I couldn't contact the customer service before allowing the third part. I mean, that was like the mandatory one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So the girl on the customer service was kind of a nice girl. She was trying to help me out. In 10 minutes, service was done. But as soon as I click on allow my data. In the next maybe 3 or 4 minutes, someone added me on Telegram and asked me about, oh, hello Dario, we want to give you some update about crypto app. And I'm like, you really don't work for crypto, I can tell. How did you get my name? How do you get my data? How do you know that I use Telegram? Because the third part, you don't know where your data goes. And then what happened? So for every time that you're receiving a message about, I don't know, a car incident or job opportunities or call, whatever the reason is, it's because we are giving them the right to do so. So we better wake up. We better wake up because the kids are using the phones, because our grandmother and grandpa and all our old parents are using it. So this is something really concerning, guys. Just trying to understand why I'm doing this episode right now. Check on Google. And as well, not only about games and website, even now we got this new things, okay, that we do with AI picture. You download this app that you put your phone. You download this app and you put your picture on, and then you can see yourself with a wedding dress, or you see yourself with formal clothes. It's the same thing. You now, please, now you're listening to me. Download any game, any app, and before you will be able to play with it, you're gonna see that there is some term and condition, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. This is really, really dangerous. It's something that this is like a wake-up alarm. So even like, do not forget that in UK, every 10 seconds someone gets scammed. Every 10 seconds. So that means that 8,640 people per day get scammed. 8,000. That's a lot of people every day. USA is kind of the same. 103 American get scammed as well, or they got scammed in the last 12 months. Ouch. So phones, they are smart, you are not. That's why I decided to call this episode like that. Because we are not smart. We better wake up. So thank you for listening. I hope that you're gonna understand, and maybe from now on you're gonna decide what you have to download and what you have not. And see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for today. See you next time. Bye.